The AI fluency gap is turning into the biggest leadership showdown of our time. While a handful of CEOs are already weaving artificial intelligence tools into the very fabric of their strategy, many others are still asking, what on earth is AI supposed to do for my business? The divide is widening fast, and it's reshaping who lands on the C-suite bench. Why AI fluency now tops the executive search checklist. Companies aren't hunting for engineers who can code neural nets from scratch. What they do want are leaders who can talk the talk and walk the walk. Executives who understand, in plain language, what generative AI can accomplish, where it falls short, and how to steer their teams toward responsible use. Think of a manager who has actually run a pilot, weighed the risks, partnered with product and tech teams, and overseen a rollout in their own function. That practical know-how is becoming a non-negotiable credential. Real-world examples of AI-savvy executives, strategic decision-making. Salesforce reports that top-tier leaders are using AI to crunch high-stakes market analyses, stress-test new business concepts before they go live, and spot emerging market shifts before anyone else notices. Boardroom Copilot. A recent Tech Radar article revealed that 74% of executives now trust AI recommendations more than those of their peers. And 44% would even let an algorithm overrule their own judgment. AI is no longer a passive dashboard. It's an active participant in strategic discussions. Spending surge. McKinsey's research shows 92% of surveyed executives plan to boost AI budgets over the next 3 years, with 55% expecting at least a 10% lift in overall spend. Yet, the rollout is anything but uniform. ROI reality check. IBM's latest study found that while CEOs anticipate AI investment to more than double in 2 years, only 25% of AI projects have hit their projected ROI, and a mere 16% have been scaled enterprise-wide. PwC echoes this, noting that AI agents are adopted by 79% of senior leaders, but true success appears only when the technology is tied directly to measurable productivity gains. Pilot pitfalls. MIT researchers discovered that 95% of generative AI pilots flop because they launch without clear goals or integration into core workflows. Another Fast Company piece warns of the rise of workslop, a flood of low-quality output stemming from poorly managed AI use. These data points drive home a stark truth. AI fluency isn't a nice-to-have perk. It's the make-or-break factor between a one-off experiment and a company-wide transformation. What the AI-fluent leaders do differently. Roll up their sleeves experimentation. They dive into generative tools themselves, learning not just the dazzling possibilities, but also the hard limits. Visible, scalable competence. Harvard Business Publishing's fresh study shows that in best-in-class firms, 98% of employees who claim AI fluency actually embed the tools into daily tasks, reporting noticeable performance lifts across their teams. Cross-functional ownership. AI is no longer the sole domain of the CTO. CHROs, CFOs, and other C-suite peers are weaving AI literacy into their own silos, turning it into a leadership capability rather than a niche technical skill. Deliberate governance. Despite the hype, responsible AI use remains rare. Infosys found that 95% of executives have experienced AI-related mishaps, yet only 2% of firms meet established responsible use standards. Hiring for the future, not just faster. Most organizations aren't ignoring AI. They're scrambling to keep pace. The real challenge is locating leaders who can drive the AI shift across the entire enterprise, not just within a single department. That's the conversation I'm having with my clients right now. How do we hire someone who can actually take us where we need to go, rather than just filling a seat quickly? Actionable takeaways for talent teams and hiring managers. Screen for genuine fluency. Ask candidates to walk you through specific deployments, the obstacles they faced, how they championed adoption, and how they balanced opportunity with risk. Prioritize hands-on experience over theory. Look for concrete artifacts, pilot reports, workflow redesigns, team-level metrics, rather than just academic buzzwords. Insist on governance frameworks. Fluency must be paired with accountability. The right leader will champion responsible AI use. Value curiosity and adaptability. Executives don't need to master every new tool, but they must stay agile, ask probing questions, and nurture a culture of safe experimentation. AI will keep evolving, and so must the people steering its adoption. Leaders don't have to be coders, but they must know how to marshal AI, translate its insights into action, and guide responsible adoption, all while exercising sound judgment. The future of leadership isn't about fleeing from change, it's about defining it. Controversial thought. Some argue that relying on AI to override human judgment erodes accountability. Do you think letting an algorithm make the final call is a brave step forward or a dangerous surrender? Share your view in the comments. P.S. The deadline for Fast Company's Most Innovative Companies Awards has been extended to Friday, October 10th, 11:59 p.m. PT. If you think your organization fits the bill, apply now.